Good morning, everybody. Amanda at Lavender Creek, and been fertilizing the vegetables and just walking through and checking. We had this huge rain the other day, and it actually left a lot of water in our root vegetable bed, but everything else drained off really well. But I think things are going good. Let's take a look. You can see how wet that soil is. It was about, I don't know, 2 inches of water covering the whole bed, but it did drain. After one day it drained. We had a big heavy rain. So potatoes are coming up nice. Garlic's coming up nice. We have the onions. Got purple onions and yellow onions going in there. And the rest we have coming in. I've planted it a little late, but I can see the seedlings popping up. It's kind of hard to tell from here, but we have carrots, radishes, and beets. And of course we have our marigolds, and they're doing well. They're just going to continue to grow bigger and bigger. Apple trees are doing great. We've got 5 of those, and that's a beautiful willow over there along the creek. I'm looking forward to pruning it and getting it to grow in such a way that it'll be a nice big shade willow. Those other little trees there, we have that one, and where's the other one? This one coming up on the creek, and those are volunteer black walnuts, and I do not want them, so those are going to have to come down. Black walnuts really aren't great for the soil, and of course we have the dogs here, and they're not good for that either. Dogs like to play with them, but they're kind of toxic and nasty for dogs to play with, so we'll get rid of those. Let's take a look over here at the blackberry bushes. Now, they do need a lot of cleaning out, and it's just a time thing. Not a hard thing, just a time thing. So I was able to do quite a bit over the holiday weekend, but we did have that one day of big rain, so we just stayed in and watched movies, and that's okay to do too. All right, so let's see here. So the blackberries, pull back a little. You can see the flowers there. And that's Chimera. It's a good guard dog. But yeah, we've got this whole patch here. So blackberries are going to be in abundance. Plus, I have the ones in the backyard, which are on the other side of that little garage, different variety, and that's always fun to have something different too. Because when you do that, when you have different varieties like this, especially of your year-round plants that will produce over and over and over again, then you have things that are maturing at different times. So it's not like this field will have pretty much the berries will start coming, and then that'll be the full-time thing, is coming out here and picking the berries, because they'll produce berries for a couple of months and just gather them and freeze them, and then the other variety will come up at a different time, so that's nice. This is where the chickens are going to be over here, and we have plans to reinforce that, and it's just one step at a time. And that's kind of the thing that is nice about this, is we're not in a hurry. We don't have to get everything done today or this month or even this summer. It's just, what can you do? I can get up, and this morning I got up and fertilized the vegetables, made sure they're okay, took a little weeds out where they were, and then pruning or deadheading the marigolds, and then they'll produce some more flowers. So just a nice morning, and out here having a good time. I mean, it's hard not to start your day off right being outdoors like this, at least for me, and just checking on the state of things. This is bigger apple tree, more established. It's actually grafted with a couple of different types of apples, and this is the previous owner's tree, and when the time's right, they actually are going to come and move it. They're going to get it and move it to their new farm. But it's kind of nice to look at and see all the different types of apples that'll come up. And you can see on the field here how the weeds are. It's been mowed and mowed, and I don't have a tractor or a big tiller, so that's not going to happen this year. But I don't need the whole field this year. Alright, so it's not going to hurt it to rest a season. And the barriers here for the weed barrier for the garden here is working out great. It was easy to put down, and now I can just tend to the vegetables and not have to worry about the weeds, because that is such a big time factor. And then here we have our cucumbers. You can see they're looking beautiful. We will have plenty. I planted most things around Mother's Day, so it gives you an idea. It's not, I don't think it's been quite a month, and from what we've planted, things are starting to really take off and grow. And if you remember, these were my double squash plants, so I bought I bought 3, but ended up with 6 because there were 2 in the package, so you just separate them out and grow them that way. This little experiment here with some lavender, because that is the goal, to turn this field into a lavender field. So it needs a little different type of soil. I transplanted these from the garden in the raised garden bed where I have the strawberries in the backyard of the house. So they seem to be doing all right, and I'm excited about that. So we'll see how they continue to do, and if the experiments go well this season. You know, I don't want to invest in something that doesn't work. You know, it's a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of plants. So if these work, if these grow well, then I'll be propagating them for next season, and I'll have a lot more plants, and I'll be doing the rows in here for the lavender. But thanks for watching the progress. I hope it's interesting, and I hope it inspires you to just get out and do a little bit, because every day if you get out and do a little bit, by the weekend you have something very beautiful to enjoy in your space. All right, Amanda, Lavender Creek. Have a good day.